Ooh, that was weird. But it looks like we are live now? Good? The way it started off was really weird. But it looks good. So double checking, It's getting there, alright. Cool. So, hello everyone, it's me, and welcome to basically us brushing up on Kingdom Hearts lore, which I called it Kingdom Hearts, the story so far. Basically, as some of you know, we have a week left until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. I am super excited, you have no idea. I'm also kind of nervous because I'm going to be playing this game along with doing other stuff, so I might be really busy, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. But I digress a little bit. The reason why I decided to do this because, like I said, Kingdom Hearts 3 is a week away, and I just wanted to brush up on what happened in Kingdom Hearts 3, what happened in the Kingdom Hearts lore, because unfortunately it has been a while, and I want to make sure that I remember everything before 3 comes out, making sure that, you know, once I play the game I understand all the references and I don't get confused. But let's be honest, I probably will get confused. So let's go ahead and start this, because it's like, what, I've been talking for like a minute and a half. So first things first, we're going to go into Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, because this has the lore of all the previous games up to Dream Drop Distance. And then once we talk about those, we're going to go into a fragmentary passage, because it'll talk about, you know, the events that happened in this game. And once we talk about the lore, once we brush up on it, I don't know what else to do after that. Maybe play, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So first, Dream Drop Distance. Yes, please. God, it's been a while since I played this game. Oh, you know what? I wanted to move my face because... Hold on, let me move my face like down here? Yeah. Let me move my face down here so you could see like the top of the screen so I don't block any text. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna skip that just in case I get copyrighted, which I don't think I will, but just in case. Oh man, I miss this game. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Ah. Anyways, going in this one. Okay, so the reason why how should I say this, guys? So I've seen some YouTubers. Hi Mario, welcome! Man, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? I know you usually come for my Kingdom Hearts content, which I appreciate that. But what was I saying? I know there are YouTubers. I've seen some YouTubers and streamers have been like either playing all the games before 3 comes out or watching all the cutscenes before it comes out. Me, unfortunately, I don't have that time, unfortunately. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go, I think it's Chronicles? Yeah. We're gonna just read Chronicles. It's basically gonna be story time for like, what, an hour or two. How are you? You're doing good? Great, Mario. How am I doing? Not bad, actually. You know, life is busy, but life is okay. It's busy, okay. So, how do you think we should do this? Should we go based on the order? Like, should we do it in chronological order, or should we do it by game? Like oh no. Should we do the chronological order based on the lore timeline, or should we base it off of game releases? That is an excellent question. Yeah, once we go over the lore, we're probably what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this off because I can't think. Go based on order based on the story sounds great to me. First, let me actually lower this down because if it's distracting me, it might be distracting you guys. So I'm just gonna lower that down a little bit. Probably what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna read the story of one game and then after that just like talk about it a little bit. I don't know. This sounds a lot like college. It's weird. Kingdom Hearts is a college subject. Oh man, that would be a life. That would be the life that I live. That would be the life that I would love to live. So, shall we get into it? Yeah, sure. Actually, let's get into it. Or am I rushing? Could be rushing. I mean, it's been 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and just get into it, shall we? So, first things first, we're gonna do Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. And I don't... let's see. Hold on. What was I gonna say? I'm trying to see what I could say about these as a prefix without like spoiling it. I guess the biggest one would be, so we have Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. That in this timeline is like 10 years before Kingdom Hearts 1. You're 100% ready for Kingdom Hearts 3 based off the whole lore of all 9 games that are out right now. But you don't think you'll be ready for what is going to go down in Kingdom Hearts 3 story base? Yes, because I heard, like, I haven't seen the latest trailers because I'm trying not to spoil myself, but basically from what I heard, Sora is having like a really rough time and oh god, I don't know if I'm prepared for that. Oh my god. It's a week away. But yeah, sorry, we were supposed to watch that, but I'm gonna talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 for now. So I guess, let's see. I guess I could talk about like the way I'm gonna play Kingdom Hearts 3. That's what I could start with. So right now, I actually pre-ordered the limited edition Kingdom Hearts PS4 Pro, but the way I have the shipment method is it's not gonna come on launch day. It's gonna come like 3 to 5 days after, and I'm trying to change it. I know at the time I didn't have the money to get it on launch day, but I do now, and I'm trying to change my shipment method so that way I could get it on launch day. So hopefully I would be able to play it the day of. That would be awesome. Hopefully Kairi is playable in KH3. I know there's more than, they said there's like multiple playable characters, right? That would be cool if we could play as Kairi. It would be cool if we could play as Lee, actually, if I'm being honest. But, so yeah, waiting for the PS4 Pro. And as of right now, I'm still trying to figure out if I want to stream it or record it. Because right now, my schedule is a little bit inconsistent. If it does get difficult to stream, I might be recording them and just releasing on YouTube. If I do happen to stream them, I'll be streaming over on Twitch, and then I'll upload those streams to YouTube. And hello, Mob Cow. Right now, how you doing? And also, Jin, welcome. 3 days past launch isn't that bad. Yeah, you're right. But I can't wait that long, to be honest with you. I really cannot wait that long. So hopefully I could get it on launch day. Actually pre-ordered the standard edition of KH3 at GameStop, and people pre-ordering in GameStop can get the game a day earlier on the 28th. Yes, that's what I heard too. You could get it at 9 p.m. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to buy the deluxe edition at first because I like the pins. But then, you know, I really wanted to upgrade my PS4 to the Pro because of the streams. It'll, like, the streams will run smoother on the PS4 Pro, basically, and that's why I got it. It's 6 days instead of 7 days. You're so lucky, Mario. Actually, you know who's the lucky one? One of my friends in Colorado, he has a Japanese, he has the Japanese PlayStation account, so he actually has the Japanese version of Kingdom Hearts 3 right now, which lucky, and if they do have English subtitles, for him, even luckier. How dare he? But I'm sad. You're contemplating getting a copy on the 31st? You're talking about the 31st of January? That would be cool though, if we could all just play Kingdom Hearts together. That'd be the best. What was I talking about? But yeah, like I said, if I could get a consistent stream schedule, then I'll be streaming Kingdom Hearts 3 hopefully 3 times a week. If not, then I have to record in advance and then upload them. So I'm sad. Anyways, we were supposed to read lore, guys, and then what I'm gonna do, I was telling Mario earlier, but I'm just gonna read them one by one, and after I read one of them, we're just gonna talk a little bit more about that one, you know, kind of like a college student discussion thing. It's gonna be awesome. Anyways, I don't have my headphones on because the music kind of distracted me. If it's distracting you guys, let me know and I could just turn down the music a little bit more. But so far so good though. You heard the Japanese version will not have English subs? Oh, sad. 31st of January is your birthday. Ooh, yes! That'll be awesome. You could gift yourself Kingdom Hearts 3. It'd be the best. This happens... Anyways, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, exciting guys. 1 week away. Well, except for Mario, because he's getting his the day before at 9 p.m. I have to wait. Like a loser. Well, then again, I did buy myself a new PS4 Pro, but on the downside, my savings did take a big hit from that, which, you know, it's fine. But tax returns are coming up. It's tax season, so it'll be good. That's the upside. Anyways, we're gonna be doing this by chronological order of the lore, or like the timeline in the lore. So first we're gonna be talking about Birth by Sleep, which technically takes place after Kingdom Hearts Key, which is not in this actually. Maybe we'll talk about Key in another time, or like after we do all of this. You wish you could get the PS4 Pro, but you don't have a 4K TV? Honestly, I don't either, but the only reason why I'm getting it is because, like I said, it runs a constant 60 frames per second, which will help a lot on streams. When KH2 came out, you didn't have a working PS2, so it would be fitting to get KH3 without while having a PS4. You need the dude. Wait, what are you saying? What did you say? Anyways, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Here we are, Birth by Sleep. Let's start with this first, and then I'm just gonna put this around here, cause my desk is tiny, guys. Starting with Birth by Sleep, which takes place like what, years after Kingdom Hearts Key, and 10 years before Kingdom Hearts 2. Birth by Sleep, and also I'm down here. I'm like down here on the bottom of the screen because if I were to go up here, I would be blocking a lot of text, and we don't want that. So I'm down here. Are you caught up with the story of Union Cross up until now? Yes. I know the Japanese version is a little more ahead, but as far as the English releases, yes, I am caught up. More or less. Anyways, Chronicles, Birth by Sleep. Master Xehanort had decided to abandon his pupil Ventus on the Destiny Islands. The boy's heart was fractured useless, but his heart was saved when a new heart, quote unquote, found Ventus and helped him fill the void. Alright, this new heart will... we know who it is right now for those who have played this game, but they're probably gonna mention it later. Anyways, right here, this is mostly for the people who've never played Kingdom Hearts, and I'm trying my best to help them brush up, in case you want to, like, you know, watch my streams. But the boy in the middle, with the blonde hair, that's Ventus. And the whole situation makes for some family members. Aww, sad. Next. Several years passed, and Ventus forgot what had happened. He had found a new home in the land of departure, a sacred ground defended by a long line of Keyblade Masters. There, he met 2 other youths named Aqua and Terra, and as you can see, the dude on the left, that's Terra, the lady, the pretty lady on the right, is Aqua. Where did I leave off? Oh, and together they trained with Master Ericus to become Keyblade Masters. And then if you guys, even those who have never played Kingdom Hearts, if you don't know what a Keyblade is by this point, I don't know what to tell you. You probably should know what a Keyblade is. Both Aqua and Terra should have been named Keyblade Masters, but Master Xehanort intervened, convincing Ericus to test his pupils with a Mark of Mastery examination. While Aqua passed the test, Terra did not, creating a rift between him and his friends. So, Mark of Mastery. That's how you become a Keyblade Master. That's how Keyblade wielders become Keyblade Masters. They did mention this in the reports, right? I do remember something about that. Is Aqua evil? Shh, we don't know. Shh. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, that is... we'll talk about that later. Just remind me. But yeah, Aqua passed, Terra did not because Terra couldn't get the darkness under control. Frickin' Terra. Sorry Terra, I don't mean it, I love you. Shortly after came tidings of Unversed, strange creatures that thrived on negativity. They sound like the Grimm. Oh my god, they're the Grimm from Ruby. And Master Xehanort had broken off all communication. Terra left to solve both mysteries. Ventus ran away to be with his friend. As for Aqua, Ericus tasked her with keeping Terra under surveillance and bringing Ventus home as soon as possible. And then, as you can see, the dude on the right, that's Terra. That's his armor. His Keyblade can transform into a vehicle, which is awesome. And Terra's vehicle kind of looks like a motorcycle, which is also awesome. Oh, Mario, you retracted something. I didn't even notice. Because that test sounds evil. The test is not evil. It's just meant to, they have enough knowledge to be named Keyblade Masters. It's just a test. You have a theory ever since way back in 2016. Your theory is that you think Ansem's Seeker of Darkness Guardian might be Terra. Really? Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Anyways, thus their journeys began, and here they are in another world called Radiant Garden, which I hope is in Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't think it is though. I know Twilight Town is in there, and I know they have the new Pixar world, which is awesome. So you actually only have Cage 2, have Chain of Memories, stop you, and like 5 days. Oh, so you've played Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2. Good. You've played parts of Chain of Memory, which I don't blame you, and you've played 358 over 2 days a little bit, which is okay. And this is why I'm doing this, so we can all brush up on Kingdom Hearts lore. But if I'm going too fast, let me know. During Terra's travels, Master Xehanort whittled away at the young man's ethics, convincing him that darkness and light were equally important, and that a balance must be kept. Yeah, basically Master Xehanort kept tricking Terra, which sucks, cause oh my god, Terra. Oh, baby boy. Elsewhere, Ventus met Mickey, another trainee, and found himself crossing Keyblades with a mysterious masked boy named Vanitas. Yes, in Kingdom Hearts 3, Mickey is also in the Kingdom Hearts lore, Mickey is also a Keyblade wielder, and he's also the king of Disney Castle, which, cool. But we'll get more into that later. Right? Is he a king? Yeah, he's still the king. Yeah, he's the king in, what is it? He's the king in Birth by Sleep. Yeah, I forgot that. But he went away for additional training is what it was, because he was already a Keyblade wielder, but he came back for more training from what I remember. Elsewhere, Ventus met Mickey, another trainee, and found himself crossing Keyblades with a mysterious masked boy named Vanitas. Frickin' Vanitas, man! Radiant Garden will be in Cage 3, but we have not seen that world be playable. Ooh, it's gonna be in Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh my god, it's gonna be beautiful, isn't it? With Kingdom Hearts 3 graphics, it better be freaking beautiful. Because it's in the name. It has to be Radiant, you know? The three friends were reunited in Radiant Garden, but too much had changed. Terra felt betrayed by Ericus and Aqua, and retreated deeper into Xehanort's clutches. Damn it, Terra! Freaking Terra, man. Ventus sided with Terra and ran off again, and Aqua was left to deal with a mixture of guilt, concern, and love. Oh, feelings are coming back. Why can't they all just get along? Anyways, oh, memories. Anyways, guided by fate, perhaps, Terra arrived at the Destiny Islands and met Riku. Riku is the guy with the silver hair right here. For those who have never played Kingdom Hearts, don't worry, he'll be back. You'll know who he is. These two right here, these two kids are important. They're very, very important in the Kingdom Hearts series. Okay? Okay. They can't just get along because combat is part of the balance. You're right. Oh. Ooh, shivers. Anyways. Terra arrived at Destiny Islands and met Riku. I believe Riku should be 5 in this, and the other boy, I don't know if they said his name. Yeah, the other boy, his name is Sora, by the way. He should be 4? Yeah. 5 and 4, something like that. Terra decided to bequeath the power of the Keyblade to this little boy, who reminded him so much of himself. And I'm gonna geek out really quick. Hold on. Sora x Riku for life. Shh. I mean, sure, but shh. I'm gonna geek out a little bit because Terra's speech, or what is it? Oh, what did they call it? The Keyblade? Was there an official name for it? Basically, the ceremony to pass on the power to wield the Keyblade to another person. I don't know what the official name is called. It's some sort of ceremony, but what Terra said I'm just gonna geek out real quick. What Terra said is good. It has to be like one of my favorite moments, one of my favorite lines in the Kingdom Hearts series. And Kairi, yes, Kairi, who, like, if you don't know, is friends with these two kids, and she is the same age as Sora. Anyways, how did the quote go? It was something like, in your hand, take this key. So, oh shit. Hold on, I got this. Don't tell me. In your hand, take this key. So long as you have the making, then through the simple act of taking, its wielder you shall one day be. And then you will find me, friend. No ocean will contain you then. No more borders around, below, or above, so long as you champion the ones you love. And oh my god, that's like my favorite line in the Kingdom Hearts series. The only other one is when, in Kingdom Hearts, when Sora met the cloaked stranger, and he was like, this world is connected, tied to the darkness. But yeah, that's my favorite. Oh my god. I love this game so much. So yeah, Terra gave Riku the power to wield the Keyblade. Yeah, that was some big tangent that I went on. Sometime after, Aqua visited these same islands and discovered what Terra had done. She too found a kindred spirit in Riku's friend Sora, and told the boy to stick by his friend and guide him even through the darkest of times. Aww, yeah. Oops. Yay! Okay, sorry, I'm looking at the background, that's why. Ventus had made a discovery of his own. While rescuing Mickey, he was confronted by Master Xehanort and learned of his connection to a weapon called the Keyblade. It's not an X. It's not an X. It's the Latin word, is it Latin? Or Greek, sorry, Greek. Keyblade. Yeah, it's not the same as the normal Keyblades. This is like the Keyblade. Just letting y'all know. Good night, have work early in the morning tomorrow. Good night, Mario, and thank you for showing up again, dude. Ugh. Anyways. But yeah, Keyblade, not to be confused by the normal Keyblades. This is the Keyblade. But yeah, I guess a little bit more backstory, because they kind of... Oh, did they actually? Yeah, they didn't really, they kind of brushed by it, but basically, Master Xehanort was using, actually, did they mention it? I don't think they really mentioned it, huh? I don't know, but they're probably gonna mention it, but I'll put it into more detail. Master Xehanort was using Ventus as an experiment in order to create what it says the Keyblade, and by doing so, actually, you know what? Maybe they do mention it. I'm just gonna keep reading, and if they don't mention it, I'll just talk more about it. Ventus returned to Master Ericus in search of answers about his past, but the truth was a disaster waiting to happen, and Master Ericus had no choice but to lock his pupil's heart away to keep that disaster contained. There, Terra arrived just in the nick of time and battled his master to protect his friend. But this was exactly what Master Xehanort had hoped for. Terra watched in horror as his new mentor struck the weakened Ericus down. He had been fooled. Oh, Terra. Frickin' Terra, man. Gosh. But yeah, Terra was tricked into doing Master Xehanort's bidding. Which, you know, if you guys, I don't know if they're probably gonna show it in one of these, they're probably gonna show it in one of these clips in the background. But if you were to see Master Ericus, if you were to see Master Xehanort, excuse me, you would look at it and you would be like, bad guy, because yeah, he really does look like a bad guy. Terra tried to move Ventus someplace safe, the Destiny Islands. But Vanitas, the boy with the mask, was already there. Join with me. Become the Keyblade, he said. And then Ventus remembered the truth. Vanitas was a part of him, the darkness which had been extracted from his heart. Yeah, basically, Ven and Vanitas are the same person. It's kind of, like, Ven is made up of pure light at this moment, and Vanitas is made up of pure darkness. So, yeah. And the way the Keyblade was supposed to be made is that in order to create the Keyblade, pure light must clash with pure darkness, something like that. So yeah. Yeah, anyways, I think I'm explaining this right. Any questions so far? Or anyone else wants to chip in with the way I'm explaining this? Oh yeah, real quick, look, it's Mickey Mouse! We got Mickey Mouse, there in the middle is Aqua, and then all the way to the left is Ventus. Or Ven for short. You could call him Ven. Everyone calls him Ven, apparently. And not just in the Kingdom Hearts community, in the Cage community, but in the game too. Oh yeah. Led by Destiny, Terra, Ventus, and Aqua assembled in the Keyblade Graveyard. Yup, that's where the final battle took place. That was the final battle in Birth by Sleep. All took place in the Keyblade Graveyard. In the distance, Master Xehanort and Vanitas appeared. A violent clash ensued, and at the end of it, Terra's body was possessed by Xehanort. Yep. The most unfortunate thing to happen, and I was so sad when I first saw that. I was freaking out. Yeah, it was crazy. And then like this whole thing happened where like, I don't think they mention it, right? They don't. Okay, so Terra's body gets possessed by Xehanort, right? But Terra, being the stubborn ass that he is, I don't even know if I want to cuss, but oh well. Terra, being the stubborn ass that he is, continues started fighting against Xehanort. So basically what happened is that Terra's will became, Terra's will, like, got stuck within his armor, something like that, and was able to control his armor. Like, if you've seen Fullmetal Alchemist, you know how Alphonse's soul is stuck to a piece of armor? That's basically Terra, except it's his will. Yeah, so Terra's will possessed his armor and was fighting against the Xehanort possessing Terra's body, which, you know, people call Terranort. Haha. Anyways, and basically neither of them won. It was a sad ending, but continuing on. Any questions? Probably not. Oh shoot. Meanwhile, Ventus, having been forced into a clash with his counterpart Vanitas, chose the destruction of them both to prevent the Keyblade from being forced. Yep, another sad ending. So that's another one where neither of them won. In the aftermath, Mickey was able to rescue Aqua and Ventus, but Ventus would not wake, and Terra was nowhere to be found. Aqua's journey was not over. Yeah, okay. So basically the clash between Ventus and Vanitas, like it said earlier, Ven decided to destroy both of them. In doing so, basically Ven's heart became super weak to the point where it's kind of like resting, but we're gonna get more into that. Basically, Ven's heart is nowhere to be found at the moment, and that's why his body won't wake up, basically. Aqua's journey was not over. Did I say that? And as you can see right there, that's Ven. He's sleeping. Oh, poor baby. Everyone good so far, though? It's been half an hour and we're still on Birth by Sleep. My goodness. Aqua recalled her master's teachings. After finding a safe place for Ventus to rest, she locked the land of departure, which would eventually come to be known as Castle Oblivion, which we'll get more into later on. Just keep in mind, Castle Oblivion is very important, just we'll get more into that later on. Ventus's heart. Oh yeah, I'm silly. This right here, this room right here is in Castle Oblivion, just letting y'all know. Ventus's heart had been nearly snuffed out, so he retreated to the safety of Soras Heart, the same new heart that had saved him once before. Yes, basically, when Ventus first lost his heart, I guess. Okay, hold on. I think I need to explain something real quick. When Master Xehanort extracted Vanitas from Ventus's heart, it left Ventus's heart. I'm just gonna say Ven, because Ventus is really hard to say. When Master Xehanort extracted Vanitas from Ven's heart, it left Ven's heart completely broken to the point where if nothing was done, he quote-unquote would have died, because no one really dies in the Kingdom Hearts universe, so quote-unquote died. And then, before that could happen though, a new heart, in this case, Sora's Heart, offered half of his heart to Ventus until Ven was able to completely restore his heart. And in that case, that means then the event where Ven lost his heart took place 4 years before Birth by Sleep, because like I said, Sora is 4 years old, and a new heart, I'm guessing, means like he was like a newborn child, something like that. Yeah. So then when Ven destroyed his heart for the second time, I mean the first time wasn't his fault, but this time it was, he retreated back to Sora's Heart in order to recover, basically. Are you guys doing okay? Because this is gonna be a lot of information for like what? I've been playing this game for like 15 years. It's been like 15 years, right? Something like that. I've been playing this game for 15 years, so lore-wise, I am good. But for some of you, this might be the first time you're seeing this, or also for some of you, you might be completely lost. Some of ya. Why are you pausing? Come on! We're good? Jeez, man. Why you gotta do me dirty like that? Crazy. Man, I hope that doesn't mess up the stream when it happens. You have returned? Welcome back, Jin. But anyways, right now I'm just trying to double check if the stream's doing well because it stopped for a bit. So I hope that doesn't like actually mess with... Oh, shoot. You know what? It probably is gonna mess with it. I'm sad. I was in the middle of explaining something when it cut off too, but oh well. Anyways, long story short, Sora and Ven are connected, and we're gonna get more. We're gonna get more into this. Actually, I'm just gonna mention it real quick. Basically, now since Ven's heart is resting within Sora, that actually, I don't know if they honestly, I'm still a little bit confused about it, but it gave... No, okay. Here's the best way to put it. Because Ven's heart is resting within Sora, it gave Sora the potential to become a Keyblade wielder, basically. Just like how when Terra passed it on to Riku, it gave Riku the potential to become a Keyblade wielder. You guys doing good so far? I freaking hope so. If you have questions, let me know and I'll try my freaking best to help you out. Anyways, Aqua found and confronted Xehanort, who had possessed Terra's body. After a long fight, Aqua dove into the darkness and sacrificed herself to usher Terra back to the realm of light. Yeah, basically what happened is that after Aqua and Terranort is what we'll call him, after they fought, Terra's body was getting claimed by the darkness, so he was going into like the dark realm, and like it's basically really dangerous in there. I guess this is like the best way I could put it. It's like super dangerous in there. So in order for Terra to have the possibility of basically being himself again, Aqua sacrificed herself, and it's in order to get Terra back, basically, like what it says here, and I'm sad. And then, you know, it's a really sad ending for all three of them. Ventus basically lost his heart, or his heart is recovering. He's kind of in a coma, I guess is the right word. Terra just lost his body, and like he lost his body and his heart, I guess is the right word. And then Aqua is not even in the realm of light anymore. She's like, it's sad. Anyways, oh, I'm gonna move my head up here so we can read this bottom part. Okay. Aqua wandered the realm of darkness for a decade before meeting a stranger there. And yes, guys, it's been a freaking decade. She's been in the realm of darkness for a decade, and it probably sucks. Poor girl. It's so dangerous there. Oh, you have a question? Real quick, let me finish the rest and I'll answer your question. Okay, she wandered the darkness for a decade before meeting a stranger there. The stranger told her about a certain boy who had become the savior of all worlds. When Aqua heard the boy's name, tears filled her eyes and her face beamed with hope, which was awesome. And who this boy is, you'll find out in Kingdom Hearts, the first Kingdom Hearts game after this. Anyways, you have a question, Jin. What is a Keyblade? You mean you know the general description, but what exactly is it? Like why/how is it magic, and where do they come from? Oh, you are asking a really excellent question. So, as you know, they don't really dive into Keyblades that much. All we know is that it is it is a weapon that can basically unlock anything. Why slash how is it magic? It just is. It's one of the Keyblades. It's one of those things that they don't really explain much, but you just have to accept it. Where do they come from? Shoot, you know what? I bet you this is one of those things that they explained in Kingdom Hearts Key, but that one I don't know as well. Shoot. Dang, I wonder if it has here. Let me check something. Tutorial game help. Reports. Story, character files, completion rate. Ugh, not there, unfortunately. They have character files, but that's not gonna help. You know what? I'm gonna look up a better description just for you, Jin, cause I don't know if they actually explain Keyblades. I bet you Wikipedia has it, or you know, the Kingdom Hearts wiki, that too. Keyblade. Okay, well, from what it looks like, the wiki isn't as sure either, because it says Keyblades are mysterious weapons that are heavily featured in the Kingdom Hearts series, wielded by the main character Sora, as well as a number of other important characters. The Keyblade is a main part of the battle between light and darkness. So yeah, it literally says the Keyblade is a mysterious weapon. Also, what they didn't mention is that Keyblades choose their wielders. Even though some people have the potential to wield a Keyblade, doesn't mean they won't get a Keyblade right away. It seems like it should be explained in Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, it was a whole ritual to pass on the ability to use one, which makes it seem like there's a lot more to them. Ooh, you're right. They probably will. Actually, I don't know if they will explain it in Kingdom Hearts 3. That'll be great. I want to say they even mention it in Key, but I have to look it up. The only thing we do know is that, like I said, it's able to unlock anything and everything, and that Keyblades choose their wielder. Oh yeah, and apparently the Heartless are attracted to it, which is why Sora keeps freaking running into them. I hope that answers your question though. Moving on! Next, Kingdom Hearts, the first game coming out. It came out in 2002. I was young. Let's just say I was in elementary school, because if I tell you how old I was when this game came out, that would give away how old I am now. So let's just say this came out in elementary school, which I'm sure a lot of you as well. But, shoot, man. The only reason why I started playing this game, legit, is because it had Disney characters in it. And it wasn't until, like, I saw my cousin play it one time, and he was way ahead of me, and something happened in it that I was like, oh my god, I really want to get this game and dive deeper into it, because when I first started playing it, it wasn't mine, it was my uncle's. So yeah. It doesn't... You said your age in yes, I actually have said my age in other videos, but you know, they don't know which videos, and I'm trying to see how much of a secret I could keep it, basically. It doesn't, but it will suffice since it seems the information you want isn't out yet. Oh, okay. You were talking about my explanation of the Keyblade. Got it. Man, I finished the first game. I played it when it first came out, but I didn't actually get super into it until a few years later. I think right when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, and I was like, what? They made a second game? Oh my god, now I have to really play this game. So yeah, I did, and I played Kingdom Hearts 2. I unfortunately skipped Chain of Memories, which happens like between it, and I was like, what is happening? I was a little confused. But yeah, good game. Anyways, Kingdom Hearts. Alright. Oh wait, I have to move my head, don't I? There we go. Sora, Riku, and Kairi had always dreamed of the outside world. And, okay, here we go. You can see the two boys. We got Sora on the way left and Riku on the way right. These were the same boys in Birth by Sleep that Aqua met. Here they are. As teenagers. Teenagers. And we got newcomer Kairi. And I don't know if they explained it, but basically, out of the three of them, she was the only one who wasn't born on Destiny Island. She came from somewhere else, basically. But where she came from, they're probably gonna say it after. Also, looking at the bar, looking at like the scroll, I don't know what to call it. Looking at the scroll bar, I guess is what you call it. It's a lot longer than Birth by Sleep. Does that mean Birth by Sleep had a longer explanation? Just a little bit, just a little bit. So yeah, this one's a little shorter. Sora, Riku, and Kairi had always dreamed of the outside world. On a beach in the Destiny Islands, the three friends began building a raft. And fun fact, this island that you play for most of this world, Destiny Islands, the island that they all play on, is in fact not where they live. Where they live is in a bigger island right next to it. And like I didn't realize that until like what was I think it was, they showed it in Kingdom Hearts 2, right? But I think even then it didn't occur to me that they lived somewhere else, like they did not actually live on this small island. Anyways, one day a stranger in a brown robe confronted Sora and told him, "This world has been connected, tied to the darkness, soon to be completely eclipsed." Basically, that night, the islands were hit by a storm and engulfed by the darkness. Yeah, the darkness is like, it sucks basically. In this game, the darkness is not good. It's the bad guy. It's something that, you know, no one likes, and that's kind of sad in a way. Anyways, Sora found himself in possession of a mysterious key, Sora found himself in possession of a mysterious key-shaped sword called the Keyblade, and was separated from Riku and Kairi. Yeah, so basically everything, like, throughout, like, while the island was being engulfed by darkness, before Sora himself got engulfed by said darkness, the Keyblade chose him, basically, so he became the new Keyblade wielder, thanks to Ventus's heart for giving him the power to wield it. Last time I heard you mention trying to keep your info a secret. You made it sound like a half challenge to go through your backlog of videos to find it. Yeah, so you can, yeah. Like, basically, I'm just trying to see how long I could keep it a secret, and like, yeah, I just want to see how long I could keep it a secret before it becomes common knowledge. You guys are more than welcome to find within the 300 videos that I've made. Basically, I've said, what have I said? I've said my age in one of them. I've said where I live in another one. And yeah, if you guys want to look at the 300 videos that I made, you can find those information. You can also find my name, like you can find my real name in one of my videos. So yeah, it took watching all of 3 videos to find it. What? You're able to find, what? You were able to find the videos where I've said this information? Dang, man. Anyways, crazy. But yeah, I have one video where well, technically multiple videos where I've said my actual name, and it's not too hard to find that. I had one video out of 300 where I said where I live, and I had a few videos saying how old I am. If you guys want to find it, you're more than welcome to. Where did I leave off? Oh yeah, Sora got separated from Riku and Kairi, basically. Other worlds have met the same fate, and more would. Yeah, unfortunately. Basically, everything is getting swallowed by the darkness because bad things are happening, which sucks. And I don't know if they ever... Wait, no, they do explain it. They explain why this is happening. It doesn't seem like it's explaining it right now. I don't know if I want to explain it. Oh wait, yeah, no, let's not explain it because they explain it in, I think it's Kingdom Hearts 2. Like why this, they explain in more detail why this is happening in Kingdom Hearts 2. The one you found was name, where I grew up, and wait, did I say all three in one video? Oh man, that would suck if I did. Oh well. Meanwhile, the king of Disney Castle had gone missing. His closest subjects, Donald and Goofy. Yes, this is where, well, technically they brought Disney into Birth by Sleep, but oh yeah, they mentioned Mickey, so that's when they started. We're starting to get more Disney characters. I love it. His closest subjects, Donald and Goofy, set off to find someone with a key, just as their liege's farewell letter had instructed. And I don't have to explain who Donald and Goofy is. Everyone knows who these two are. Wow, so there really was one video where I've said all that? I don't even remember. But in the context of this game though, Donald is the court magician, so he specializes in magic obviously, and Goofy is the captain of the royal guards, so he specializes in defense, which helps out a lot. And then me, because I like offense, I made Sora a very strength heavy, and I love it. Sora had awoken in a place called Traverse Town, which is like the area like right here. You can see we're in Traverse Town right now. And it was there he learned what was expected of a Keyblade wielder. Yep, to basically defeat the darkness. Donald is just a quack? Yeah, sure, he probably is. He joined forces with Donald and Goofy, and the trio continued their search for Riku, Kairi, and King Mickey. Yes, they and those three developed a really strong friendship, and it just makes me so happy to see that. Especially like after seeing it for so long. And look, there's Riku! Pretty boy Riku. Edgy Riku. Anyways. Each world they visited had revealed a keyhole which led to the heart of each world, and creatures called Heartless, manifestations of the darkness within us, were trying to get at it. Yeah, so basically if the Heartless invade the heart of the world, it gets swallowed into darkness, and when it gets swallowed into darkness, it basically doesn't exist anymore. The world dies in a sense, because yeah, that's the best way to put it. The world technically dies, even though there's no such thing as death in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. With Keyblade in hand, Sora took down the Heartless and locked the keyholes. Yes, he did. Indeed, he did. Manipulating the Heartless were Maleficent and her League of Villains, our Disney villains. And you just had the worst thought? Tell me. Tell me. So yeah, Maleficent is the mastermind, and she explains why she did what she did. I don't know if I can explain it later. I might as well explain it because it technically takes place in Birth by Sleep, but the reason why Maleficent knows about the Heartless and how to manipulate them and like about other worlds and all that was because freaking Xehanort told her about it. That's right, the evil man told the evil fairy that she could basically conquer worlds this way. Frickin' Xehanort, man. Anyways, Maleficent had tricked Riku into helping her gather the pure hearts of 7 princesses who would grant her dominion over all worlds. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna go more into detail, but like it says, if she were to gather all 7 princesses, it would grant her dominion over all worlds. I wouldn't say it's. I think that's what Xehanort told her, that if she gathered the 7 princesses, it would help her take over the world. But there's another reason. Oh yeah. Okay, the other reason why she had to gather 7 princesses is explained later in the game, so I will not talk about it. But I guess I can tell you who the 7 princesses are. I mean, they're basically like Disney characters. Actually no, I'll wait because like there's a spoiler for it's a spoiler if I tell you who the 7 princesses are. Anyways, freaking Riku getting tricked by the villain just like Terra. Oh my god. Plot. Shh, Jin, no, we don't talk like that, Jin. Shh, don't. Jin, no. Jin. Anyways. Jin, no. By the time Sora caught up with Riku in Hollow Bastion, his friend had succumbed to the darkness. Frickin' Riku, man. But a good thrashing only made things worse. The defeated Riku was possessed by Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. Yeah. Like you said, the worst thought? Yeah, okay, yeah, I get you, Jin. But shh. So yeah, basically, when Sora... You know what? They skipped everything, didn't they? They skipped like the best part. Basically, when Sora went to Hollow Bastion, which is the world where Maleficent is holding the 7 princesses, when Sora went there, basically, how should I explain this? When Sora got there and he met with Riku, Riku pretty much told Sora that he wasn't actually a Keyblade wielder because the Keyblade that Sora has been using this whole time was actually supposed to go to Riku. Like back in Destiny Island, when Sora was getting swallowed by the darkness, so was Riku. And because Riku had succumbed to darkness, like even back in the Destiny Islands, the Keyblade that was supposed to go to him went to Sora. So then when Riku found out, he basically stole the Keyblade from Sora. So then there was a whole section where Sora didn't have a Keyblade and he didn't have Donald and Goofy because those two were supposed to follow the Keyblade wielder. So they went to follow Riku, and it was so sad. Now think that over. I don't want to think it over again, Jin. No, not this game. No, Jin. Bad Jin. Anyways, so yeah, basically Sora didn't have a weapon for a while, but he got it back when he finally caught up with Riku, and basically when he caught up with Riku, Sora had proved that his heart, I guess is the right word, his heart was stronger than Riku's, and in that moment the Keyblade recognized that and went back to Sora. So Sora became the Keyblade wielder again, and then we had to fight Riku, and then Riku got all pissy about it, and he was like, I need to get stronger or whatever. So then Ansem was like, I will grant you that power. And Riku, being the idiot he is, he's like, yes, I will accept that power. So then Ansem took over Riku's body, and like, it's pretty bad. Well, good night, Flurry. You should play Katamari, I guess. I'll look it up. But good night, Jin. Shoot, it's 9 o'clock already? Dang. Yeah, good night, Jin. Oh yeah, because it's a Tuesday night, huh? Anyways, dang, it's been an hour already? Crazy. For all worlds. So yeah, so now back to this. By the time Sora come to the darkness, but a good threat was possessed by Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. Yeah, that's basically what I was saying earlier. Sora defeated Maleficent and found himself face to face with this greater threat. Basically, Ansem was trying to complete the keyhole to a doorway that led to the heart of all worlds, Kingdom Hearts. Yep. An hour and you're only to the first game. I know, right? Crazy. Then again, I was talking for a while before we got into Birth by Sleep. But yeah. Oh yeah, basically, this is Riku. How are they not explaining some of this? Basically, after we defeated the Riku that was possessed by Ansem, it gave Riku the chance to fight back. So as you can see, Riku right here, this is his heart manifested basically, and behind him is Ansem, the guy who took over his body, which dang. But yeah, this is Riku fighting back, so good for him. After discovering Kairi's heart was inside him, Ignis, hello, who's hyped for the release of Cage 3? I am Ignis! Of course I freaking am. But yeah, I'm going through the lore of Kingdom Hearts just so I can remember what the heck happened, because it has, like, unfortunately it has been a while, but so far so good. I'm remembering things, which is great. The only thing is that reading through this, they're skipping some things, so I'm trying my best to fill in the holes. Sorry for being so late to the stream. No, you're fine, Ignis. It's only been an hour. I mean, the only thing we covered that you missed was Birth by Sleep, and I'm almost done with Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, we still have so much to go through. But yeah, so apparently Kairi's heart was inside Sora this whole time because, well, there's a reason for this. I don't think they mentioned it, but back in Birth by Sleep, Aqua met up with a young, like a little, would that, I mean, no, it's not gonna spoil anything, but like I said earlier, Kairi is not from Destiny Island. She's actually from what they showed earlier. She's from the place called Radiant Garden, and something happened where Aqua ended up meeting Kairi, so Aqua ended up casting a charm on Kairi so that way if something bad ever happens to her, she would basically find another light that would protect her, and in this case this light was Sora. And the reason why Kairi went to Destiny Islands, at least what I believe, is because of that charm. And then the reason why Kairi's heart was in Sora is because of that same charm. When the world was being swallowed by, when Destiny Islands was being swallowed by darkness, Kairi's heart basically retreated into Sora. It's weird, I know. My brother had the game on, what? My brother had the game on his hands yesterday. What are you saying, Ignis? My brother had the game in his hands yesterday? What game? Kingdom Hearts? Probably. But yeah. Basically, Kairi was being protected by Sora. That's like the best way I could say it. After discovering Kairi's heart was inside him, Sora tried to release her and turned into a Heartless. But the light in Kairi's heart changed him back. Yeah, basically, the only way for Kairi's heart to be released and back into her body, Sora had to release his own heart. It's crazy. So he basically took the Keyblade that Riku Ansem was using to unlock his own heart. He basically just stabs himself in the chest. I'm surprised I'm not saying all of this. This is some great stuff right now. Cage 3, he works at a store and they got in stores. Freaking lucky! How dare he? No, I shouldn't say how dare he, but yeah, freaking lucky. Good for him. I'm sad. I worked at GameStop for a bit. I'm sad. Anyways. Where did I leave off? Yeah. And because Sora unlocked his heart, he basically turned into a Heartless. Because that's what happens. That's how you turn into a Heartless. Is it? And then Heartless Sora, like even though Sora was a Heartless, he still like knew, he had a sense of who he was, so he was able to like go back to Kairi, and Kairi recognized him as a Heartless, and somehow the light within Kairi's heart changed him back into a person. I mean, kind of. since Sora is, what is it? They explain this a little bit more into detail later, but basically right now, like Sora as he is now is, let's just say he's incomplete. We'll just keep it that way. Like he's not at full strength at the moment, but they're gonna explain it more later. Sora knew he had to close the final keyhole. As a parting gift, Kyrie gave him a good luck charm made of thalassa shells to ensure a safe voyage. Sora promised he would return it someday, and then set off. He set off to save the world, just like the hero that he is. Oh yeah, by the way, this is Sora turning back into himself. Basically, it's so cute. When he unlocked his heart, it opened. It opened for darkness to consume his heart. Yes. Okay. Yes. Exactly. Thank you for that. He followed Ansem all the way to the heart of the darkness that had swallowed the world and defeated him, but Kingdom Hearts had already been opened. Yeah, freaking too late on that front, you boys. I'm trying so hard not to cuss, but you know it happens. But oh well. Anyways, switching up here so we can read this. Sora was able to close the door again with the help of Riku and King Mickey, who stayed trapped in the realm of darkness on the other side. So yeah, basically when Riku's body got possessed by Ansem, Riku's heart was banished into the realm of darkness. And when Sora defeated Ansem, Riku was able to get his body back, but unfortunately he got it back in the realm of darkness. So him and King Mickey, they did not explain that either. Actually, they explain it they explain it in like 0.2, like a fragmentary passage, but I guess I can explain that. We could check more into it. Basically, King Mickey went into the realm of darkness in order to help close Kingdom Hearts, because he knew this was gonna happen for some reason. I'm trying so hard not to spoil as much, but I think I'm doing a good job, right? I'm doing fantastically right now, more or less. Sora decided not to return to his homeworld and began a new journey with Donald and Goofy to find Riku and the king. Yep, and here they are on their new journey. So happy, so carefree, until the events of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And this happens like right after Kingdom Hearts in the series. But yeah, it was a good question. But I tried my best. I go into the Kingdom Hearts wiki and it helped out a little bit, but not much. It basically says that the Keyblade is a mysterious weapon. Good job, Kingdom Hearts wiki. Ooh. Alright, we're doing good so far. Awesome. So, anyways, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. As you can see, we still, right? This is called Kingdom Hearts. This game is called Kingdom Hearts. But then we have these two games before Kingdom Hearts 2. And then we have this game, and then Dream Drop Distance, and then 0.2 Fragmentary Passage before Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. We are gonna cover this thing right here. Back down. Okay. Oh man. It has been an hour and we're not even halfway through. Shoot, I gotta get some water soon because I'm gonna be talking. Sora, Donald, and Goofy had been searching for Riku and King Mickey for some time before Sora came face to face with a man in a black coat who guided them to a place called Castle Oblivion. Man, freaking talk about run-on sentence, man. Why would you do that to me? So here we are. Like, this is, and by the way, this is the same Castle Oblivion that was mentioned in Birth by Sleep, for those who have been taking notes or like who have been paying attention. Yeah, this was the same Castle Oblivion that Ven is currently sleeping in, and the same one that Aqua created for Ven to sleep in. There, the man gave them a card which he said was constructed from Sora's memories. which they also didn't really explain. I guess I'm just gonna read through this. Sora and friends began exploring the world within this and other cards like it. So yeah, each card that was sampled from Sora's memories created the world on the card within Castle Oblivion. And they explain more details, of course, like in the game itself, but like I said, I unfortunately do not have the time to watch the cutscenes or even play the games, so this will have to do, unfortunately. Sora and friends began exploring the worlds within this and other cards like it. Marluxia, the man in the black coat and a member of the organization, was using the powers of a girl named Naminé to manipulate Sora's memory and take control of Sora's Keyblade. Again, another run-on sentence. This whole paragraph here is just one sentence. Come on, people! I mean, I shouldn't be complaining. It's not like I'm an expert when it comes to writing essays. I don't even like writing essays. Anyways, the guy with the pink hair? Yeah, that's a dude. His name is Marluxia. You'll learn more about Marluxia and like the organization because they talk more about it in actually in the next game in 358 over 2 days, the one after this. But here we have Naminé, and she has the power to control Sora's memories. I don't know if they will explain it later, but there is a reason why she could do that. They're probably not even going to explain it later. Okay, so basically, the reason why she has the power to control Sora's memories is... No, I'll explain it later. It's okay. Shoot, because if I tell you now, it might... it's just going to be a straight up spoiler, basically. Because I can't really say anything until we check out Kingdom Hearts 2. But yeah, for now, this is a girl who has the power to control Sora's memories. Both Sora and those related to Sora, related in the sense like his friends basically, and those who have met Sora. Yeah, it's crazy. If you can't tell by now, Sora is like the main character. He's also gonna be like the main character in Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, him and like Riku, of course, and probably Kairi too, something like that. Where did I leave off? Oh, serving the organization were nobodies, a special type of being created when a person's heart was stolen and only their body and spirit remained. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess we could explain that. Basically, well, let's just say that Naminé is a nobody. She's a nobody as well, but she was created under certain circumstances. I guess is the right word. I'll explain more about it later. If anything, I could just like find the character files and talk more into detail with that if I want to. For now, just like know who these people are, basically. And if you have questions, always ask me and I'll try my best to explain. Also, how's the music? Is it... excuse me. Music's still going on. Barely. Whew. As Sora made his way through the castle, his memories of Kairi were replaced with those of Naminé. Yup, I freaking wonder why. He had to fight Riku, who appeared in his dark form and claimed Naminé was his to protect. Sora won out, and Riku vanished. Oh yeah, so, I don't know, did they mention this? Basically, while Sora was going through Castle Oblivion, for some reason Riku was there too, and Riku was mad at Sora because he wasn't there to protect Naminé. So Riku's like, I'm the one who's supposed to protect Naminé. Because, yeah. And yeah, while Sora was going through the castle, he remembers more and more about Naminé, but then in doing so, he loses his memories of Kairi. Yeah. Are you doing okay? This game, It's one of those games where like you don't notice how confusing it is until you look back and you're like, man, this was a confusing freaking game. But yeah. Anyways, oh look, there's Riku in his dark form. They mentioned it, right? Yeah, feared in his dark form. Yeah, they call it his dark form because like this is the outfit he wears when he not only when he controls the darkness, because he's able to control the power of darkness, because you know he can succumb to the power of darkness, but he also wore that while Ansem took over his body. So I guess technically Ansem was wearing it. But yeah. One by one, Sora defeated the organization members who stood in his path. One of them, Axel, who keep that name in mind because he becomes important later, proved more slippery than the others and seemed to be neither friend nor foe. Ooh, I can't talk. Sora also learned that the Riku he had fought was just a replica manufactured by the organization. Yes, he was. He's not the real Riku, he's just a clone. But he's like a clone with a mind of his own. It's a little hard to explain, basically. It's one of those things where like if you create a copy, the copy isn't gonna necessarily be the same as the original. It's one of those things. With this Riku replica's help, Sora was able. Naminé confessed to Sora what she had done, but he did not hold it against her. Yeah, basically Naminé told Sora that she's the reason why they've been losing their memories and why Sora started remembering her more and more. Yeah. But, you know, Sora being the good kid that he is, didn't hold it against her. Oh, Sora. Such a good kid. Also, yeah, she's floating, but you know, this is kind of like a dream sequence. Let's just put it that way. Anyways, she offered him a choice. He could either put his scattered memories back the way they were and lose all memory of this castle, or keep his memories the way they were now. So like the way Sora's memories are now, he remembers everything within the castle, but not really anything before that, so he doesn't really remember Kairi, he doesn't remember going to all these different Disney worlds. Yeah. Sora chose to get his old memories back by going into a deep sleep until they could be repaired. But first, he promised Naminé she would not be forgotten and that they would meet again. Oh, Sora. Promising stuff that, you know, it's hard. Oh, poor Sora. He promised that... What is it? He promised that he wouldn't forget her, but the way this worked is that to get his old memories back, he would have to forget everything that happened in the castle, including Naminé. Huh, so sad. Anyways, meanwhile, Riku had found his way out of the realm between light and darkness. Led by a mysterious voice, he made his way to Castle Oblivion, but the voice turned out to be Ansem's. Yeah, so basically, the real Riku, like while Sora was going through Castle Oblivion, the real Riku was also traveling Castle Oblivion, except he was like in the like lower levels while Sora was like in the upper levels. Yeah, they just didn't know they were in the same castle basically. They were there at the same time. Oh my goodness, this game, man. So yeah, Riku saw Ansem, and Riku made his way through the castle, battling Ansem and the darkness within him at every step. Yeah, so like I said, while he was going through the castle, Riku was trying to fight the darkness within him. You know, the darkness that he kind of created that let Ansem in, basically. So yeah, freaking Riku, man, it's all your fault, dude. The organization had also noticed the darkness in Riku's heart and sought to use it for their own ends. While facing Lexaeus, one of the organization's members, Riku was forced to summon the darkness within him and succumb to it. Yep, for a brief moment, he was possessed by Ansem. Again. Oh, Riku. But somewhere far away, he heard King Mickey call out to him. Knowing King Mickey was watching over him gave Riku the strength to press on through the castle. Yeah, because now Riku and Mickey are best buds, and I actually really love that. I love how they're best buds right now, because you know, they kind of bonded while they were in the realm of darkness. Like it's like, you know, like it's supposed, like what you expect would happen with two people in a very dangerous place. Anyways, with the power of darkness proving too great a temptation, Riku again seemed ready to be overtaken by Ansem. But this time, King Mickey came to his rescue in person. Yep. The king gave him a special card. Inside the card world, he discovered that the Ansem he had been fighting was actually a man named Diz, who, Diz I believe stands for Darkness and Zero, something like that. The man told Riku to find Naminé and disappear. Yeah, basically, freaking Diz, man. This whole time, he was tricking Riku to go through these different worlds, and in order to like, basically telling Riku to like get his darkness in check, something like that. To get it in check, or like, I don't know, something like that. Anyways. Oh yeah, he also gave Riku a cloak because it was to help hide his darkness, something like that. Basically, like in this sense, they're comparing darkness to aura, so the cloak was just to conceal that aura. Yeah, I guess that's the right word. Before Riku could reach Naminé, he was confronted by the Riku replica. The real Riku won out, and the replica seemingly vanished. Oh, I love how they use the word seemingly vanished. Oh my god, does that mean we get to see him again? Oh, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, basically the Riku replica found Riku, and he was like, I am the stronger Riku, something like that. But then Riku ended up winning, and like it was so sad to see Riku replica go, even though we've only known him for a little bit. It was really sad. Oops. Okay, do I need to switch my face? Soon. Naminé offered to lock away Riku's memory of Ansem, but Riku knew he had to face the darkness in his heart himself. He prevailed over Ansem and departed Castle Oblivion with Mickey by his side, and I'm switching up here. From then on, he resolved to shoulder both light and darkness and walk the road to dawn, which also is another one of my favorite quotes. Like this whole ending sequence. Okay, I'm just gonna geek out for a little bit, real quick, because this whole ending sequence with Riku leaving Castle Oblivion is my favorite thing. So we have Riku and Mickey walking away, right? And then all of a sudden you see Diz like at a fork in the road, and Riku's just like, he was basically like, so now what are you making me choose? And Diz was like, he was saying like, one road leads to light and the other road leads to darkness, something like that. And cause that one I barely, and then it was like, cause that one I barely remember, cause it was like this next part where I remember he was like, neither, I choose the middle road. And then Ansem, oh my god, he was like, shoot, it was something, what did he say? He was something like, you choose the road leading to twilight, something like that. And then Riku's like, no, it's the road to dawn. And I'm just like, hell yeah, Riku. Yeah, that's my favorite. Man, I wish I remembered like the actual quote though, because it sounded so cool. Yeah, it was something like you would choose the middle road to twilight. And then he was like, no, it's the road to dawn. And I was like, that's so cool. But yeah. Oh, Riku. And by the way, no, actually, but, what was I gonna say? By the way, Riku's Keyblade. Oh, should I even be saying that? Well, we know he's a Keyblade wielder, so basically, later on, Riku does finally get himself a Keyblade, and it's called Way to the Dawn, which is an awesome name for a Keyblade. So yeah, that is Chain of Memories, people. Awesome. Next is 358 over 2 days, and on to my favorite character. Oh my god, this boy. This boy is my favorite character. So yeah, here we are. Hold on, I need to mentally prepare myself because 358 over 2 days is actually a really sad game. So I need to mentally prepare myself. And let's see. It's been an hour and 30 minutes and we're only like we're still not even halfway there. Anyways, should I try and rush through it? I'm gonna try and rush it a little bit. 358 over 2 days. Shoot, what time is it, yo? Excuse me. Oh, that was weird. He looks a lot like Ven. There's a reason for that, but we'll get more into that later. So yeah, this is Roxas, not Ven. Roxas is my favorite character, even though Ven looks a lot like him. And by a lot like him, I mean exactly like him. When Roxas first became part of the organization, he spent his days on missions collecting hearts and befriended another member named Axel. He's back, guys! Remember when I said remember this name in Chain of Memories? The guy on the left, that's Axel with his flaming hair. Which actually, by the way, the guy who voices Axel, I believe his name is Quentin Flynn, also voices Reno in Final Fantasy VII, who also has red hair and I want to say green eyes. Does Reno have green eyes? I don't remember, but yeah, same voice actor. And I think it's like their voices are also like really, really, really close. Something like that. Anyways. However, when Axel was sent to Castle Oblivion on a special mission, Roxas teamed up with the organization's new 14th member, a girl named Shion. Yeah, it's pronounced Shion, even though it has an X. Slowly, the two warmed to each other. And this is Shion, by the way. If you haven't figured it out, it's the girl on the right. So we got Roxas, Axel, and Shion. Oh, so sad. I mean, I shouldn't say so sad because it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, so I don't know if they explained it, but basically, what is it? Roxas is, along with Shion, they're new members of the organization, because I think Shion became a member like 7 days after Ventus. Oh no, excuse me. Damn, here I am confusing them. Shion became a member 7 days after Roxas became a member of the organization, and if you recall, the organization is made up of beings called nobodies, who are created when who are basically like they're basically beings without hearts is the best way I could put this. They're they're beings without heart, because the heart, it's like when a person becomes a heartless, the empty shell that the heart leaves behind becomes a nobody. So basically the heartless are the hearts and the nobodies are like the body and soul of a person. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. So they don't explain it, but they'll explain it later, like who there's we call them somebodies, like the cage community calls them somebodies, like who they were before they became nobodies. We call them somebodies. So I know who Roxas somebody is. You might have a guess of who he is, but for now I'm just not gonna say it. Slowly the two warmed to each other. Once Axel returned from his mission, he, Roxas, and Shion developed a routine of ending each busy day by having ice cream atop the Twilight Town clock tower, and Twilight Town is the name of another world. There, they talked about work, friendship, their memories, and the meaning of a heart. Yep, because apparently nobodies don't have hearts, and this is what they have been told, like these organization members, because they're nobodies, they don't have hearts, and because they don't have hearts, they don't really have emotions. So they've tried to talk about like what is a heart and basically all that. One day, Shion was ordered to dispatch an imposter, Riku, who had donned the organization's robes to protect Sora. But Shion was overpowered and told her Keyblade was a sham. After failing a second mission, she slipped into a coma. Oh, poor Shion. But yeah, see this, handsome fold? Yeah, that's Riku. He looks a lot different, doesn't he? It's weird because this is supposed to take place like maybe a month or two after the events of Castle Oblivion. So Riku had like a strong growth spurt. I don't think the developers thought about that when they made this game, that Riku would change this much in a month or two. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if a person can change that much in a month or two. He just looks like Riku's older brother. Anyways, that's irrelevant. So yeah, Shion fought Riku. Riku won and basically told Shion that her Keyblade isn't like a legit Keyblade, something like that. And she got angry and she went into a coma. So sad. Oh, this is sad too. Right now I'm just like reading through it. Yeah. When Shion finally awoke, Roxas' daily routine resumed a kind of normalcy, but something in his friend had changed. Slowly, Shion began to question her own existence. Yep, it started happening, guys. This is basically what's happening. Shion doesn't know exactly who she is because they missed this part, but usually nobodies have their memories of who they were before when they become nobodies, but these two, Roxas and Shion, don't have any memories before they were nobodies, which sucks. And also, I know why that is, but I don't want to say why that is. So yeah. On day 255, if you haven't guessed, they're basically, the game goes, the way the game actually works is that it goes by days. Like, yeah, I guess that's the right word. It goes by days because in the lore of the game, Roxas keeps a diary and writes what happens on each day he's been a member of the organization. So day 25 refers to the 255th day when Roxas became a member. And as the title suggests, oh shoot, have I blocked this the whole time? That's embarrassing. And the 358 refers to, that's the number of days Roxas has been in the organization, as a little spoiler. On day 255, Shion visited Castle Oblivion and discovered what she was. So yeah, she knows what she is now, which is sad. Roxas waited for Shion at the clock tower, but she never came. The next day, he learned she had deserted the organization. So sad. Excuse me. Roxas tracked her down and tried to convince her to return, but Shion drew her Keyblade threateningly. It was only once Axel appeared that he and Roxas were able to bring her back by force. Yeah, this is why Shion is pointing her Keyblade at Roxas, because she tried to leave the organization, but they wouldn't let her because you technically cannot leave the organization. It was one of the rules, but yeah. Bring her back by force. So yeah. After learning some of the truth about Shion, Roxas found his own existence thrown into question. He lost faith in how much hidden from him and decided to run away. What it said who he is, because like I said, he doesn't have memories of who he was before he became a nobody or before he was part of the organization, and no one would tell him anyways, which, the poor guy, no one would tell him anything, so I could see why he decided to run away. So sad. But then like he left Axel behind, which is even more sad, because Axel is like Axel and Shion are his only friends in the organization, so that's so sad. Anyways, meanwhile, Shion had tracked down a girl named Namine and decided to return her share of Sora's memories to their owner. They freaking skipped over everything. Dang. Alright, so I need to explain this. So basically, Shion found out what she actually is, and she is actually a puppet created by the organization to steal Sora's memories while his memories were being restored, while Namine was restoring his memories. And by stealing Sora's memories, it's causing him to be asleep longer, because because that was the only way for him to regain his memories, was to go into a deep sleep. And since he wasn't able to get some memories because it's within Shion, Sora is like staying, like he's basically still in deep sleep, unable to wake up, and that sucks. So then, because Shion found out, she decided, like it says, she decided to return Sora's memories back. Axel hunted her down and made a double-edged promise. Keep running, I'll always... Oh yeah, he's like, go ahead, you can keep running, but I'll always be there to bring you back, which is also another quote I like. It's like, you two are always doing whatever you want, something like that. Oh, poor Axel. But yeah, after barely managing to keep that promise, Axel collapsed, and Xemnas, the organization's leader, took Shion away. Yeah, it's so sad. So yeah, Axel was able to bring Shion back to the organization, and then he passed out. What else? I think that's about it. So, Roxas ran away. Yeah, he ran away, Shion. Okay, all of this. Yeah, I think I'm covering this, right? Right? Sure. If you guys ever have any questions about this, you can always leave a comment, or even on the stream, you can leave a comment there as well. But honestly, I think after I talk about this, yeah, I think after 358 over 2 days, I'm just gonna call it quits and then finish the stream another time, because it is late and it's been almost 2 hours and we're still not even halfway through. I mean, I think we're halfway through. So yeah, maybe I will end the stream after this. Here we go. Aimlessly, Roxas found himself wandering toward the clock tower. There, Shion revealed herself to be not a her at all, but a faceless— oh shoot, they actually mentioned it. My bad. But a faceless puppet that the organization had created as a cage for Sora's memories. Alright, so I kind of spoiled it, but oh well. I mean, why would they mention this? Why would they mention that she had her memories before they didn't mention any about memories, so I felt like I had to explain it. But here they are explaining it anyways, so I guess it's fine. But a faceless puppet? Yeah. And this part I found interesting. She's technically a faceless puppet. She technically doesn't have a face at all, and depending on who looks at her, she takes on a different appearance. So like to Roxas and Axel, you see a girl with black hair and a face very similar to Kairi's, may I add. Very similar to Namine and Kairi, actually. And to, I think it was to Saix, another member, she didn't have a face at all. I remember when Axel first saw her, there was a point in the game where you would see in Roxas's point of view and you would see Shion's face, but then you switch to Axel's point of view and she would have her hood over her eyes, you wouldn't see her face at all. So yeah, she takes on the appearance depending on, or she takes on a different appearance depending on the person. So yeah, I thought that was really interesting. The last of those memories were inside Roxas, Sora's nobody. Boom! There we go! It says right there, Roxas is indeed Sora's nobody, and that's why I said when Sora got his body back from being a heart, because we have Roxas here who is his nobody, and like I said, the nobody is the mind, I guess the mind is the body and soul of the person that was left behind after the heart turns into a heartless. So basically, when Sora became a person again, after basically after Sora transformed back from being a heartless, just think of him as just like a floating heart, basically. Like his body, like he didn't let his heart manifest look like. Sora is technically his body is, so yeah. No, Roxas has no idea to tell him. Sora's nobody, and she would have to take them from him to become so yeah, basically Shion's plan was to destroy Roxas in order to get the rest of Sora's memories. Yeah, his memories basically, and that's why. Oh shoot, go back here. Okay. The two fought, and Shion got her wish. She was defeated. As the memories that made her up returned to Sora, she ceased to exist and vanished from the minds of all who knew her. Yeah, that was like the worst part, because Roxas basically watched his friend die. Like one of his only friends too. The only friends he had were Shion and Axel, and because he's on bad terms with Axel at the moment, he only cared about Shion right now. And it sucks because she's disappearing, because she technically didn't exist like at all, like she wasn't even a real person, because she disappeared, so did the memories of her, and that's probably what made me so sad. So then Roxas doesn't remember who Shion is now, and that was like so sad. Anyways, confused and fell here, Sora would never awaken, so Riku confronted him. Yeah, oh, you know what, that actually makes sense. The reason why they were protecting Roxas, like Riku, right now he's helping Diz out, and he's helping Diz and Naminé at the moment. I should have mentioned that. He's basically been watching over Roxas and Shion because they had Sora's memories. So if Roxas were to be destroyed, then Sora would never be complete again. So then they had to protect Roxas at all costs. Let's see. And then at this point, Roxas was able to, I don't think they mentioned it, but at this point, Roxas became like one of the first Keyblade wielders to dual wield Keyblades. And I think it was because I saw it's, oh no, the video output, sad. That'll be okay. They mentioned it before, but I think it was something like he had his own Keyblade and he took Shion's Keyblade, so he was able to dual wield them. So he was basically able to own two Keyblades at the same time. And I think Roxas was like the only person at the time to own two Keyblades. Yeah, there's more to it, but I'll talk about it later, probably. Oh yeah, and there's Riku, by the way, with a Keyblade, may I add. Technically, that's Roxas's Keyblade, because while they were fighting, Roxas threw his Keyblade at Riku, which I'm not too sure why he did, but I'm glad he did. In his mind, Riku heard the last wish of a girl whose name he could no longer remember, to stop Roxas. Yeah, to stop Roxas from basically committing suicide. He nearly failed and had to allow the darkness in his heart to take over before he was able to subdue Roxas. And that's actually the reason why he's wearing a blindfold, because it's to help him suppress the darkness within him. Something like that. And then, after he subdued Roxas, a boy named Roxas woke up in his room in Twilight Town after having another strange dream. Excited, he ran off to meet his friends at their usual spot. Only 7 days of summer vacation left. And we'll get into more detail about this, but basically right now Roxas is taking on a different persona is the right word. So this Roxas has no memories of being in the organization, no memories of anything within the organization. Right now this is the Roxas who is a high school boy from Twilight Town hanging out with his friends. And like I said, we'll get more into detail about that, like why he has this persona. So for now, I think I'm actually gonna end the stream here because 1, it's been almost 2 hours, and 2, I'm starting to get really tired and like my voice is breaking. I don't have water or anything, but it's a good thing I'm used to talking for long periods of time because of my work. Freaking I have to talk a lot at Popeyes, you know, taking them orders, communicating with everyone, but yeah. So there we go. So far we've talked about Birth by Sleep, talked about Kingdom Hearts 1, we talked about Chain of Memories, and we talked about 358 over 2 days. So all that's left now is Kingdom Hearts 2 Recoded and Dream Drop Distance, and then 0.2 Fragmentary Passage. But I will talk about that another day, maybe tomorrow, but we'll see. Yeah, you know what? Actually, maybe tomorrow, but I'll start earlier this time because it is a weekday and I realize that it might be late for some of you, so I'll definitely start a little early tomorrow. But yeah, we'll go ahead and continue this, and then it's probably just gonna be the same thing. If I do end up talking about everything early, I guess, like if it doesn't take me 2 hours to talk about the rest of these, then I don't know, maybe I'll play more Kingdom Hearts, maybe I'll talk with you guys, chat, and make sure we all know the lore, what we're all talking about. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, because I know it hasn't been the most exciting time. It's just been basically me reading this and trying to make sure we understand, we and mostly myself understand the lore and all that, and it's good to know that I still remember like a good deal about this. So then yeah, thank you for hanging out for a bit. I want to thank these dudes for showing up. I want to thank Mario, is it Mario Lurita? I actually don't know how to pronounce your last name. Thank you for showing up, and actually, because you've been with me. My first reaction is my stream is like, thank you Mario here maybe. So thank you for showing up. Stay the rest of the way, always showing up. Right? Yeah, for a bit. So yeah, thank you guys for sharing, but didn't chat. Advice or recommendation. And if you've been Kingdom Hearts 3, oh my god, also leave them in the comments below. So with that said, this has been Flurry Destiny, and I'll see you on the next episode of Kingdom Hearts, the story so far. Bye! Ooh, goodbye, and good night.